Yo, what's the deal, everybody? What's the deal? Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. There's a lot of things that have gone on and transpired over the last few days. We're going to get into the shot heard round the Raider world. Josh McDaniels addressing the Chandler Jones situation. We're also going to get into the Raider press conference. Some earth-shattering, groundbreaking things from Davante Adams. And we're going to break down the Denver defense and the defensive personnel on this show because we are ramping up into the first game of the season. But as I always say when I go live, let's start this podcast. They should have never done it. They should have never done it. 2 days in a row even. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Y'all, we're going to jump right into it. Let me get my shout-outs and salutations like we always do. Right through the Counter-Strikers in the place. Louis Garcia, Black Sheep. My dog Graf is in the place. He might be making a special appearance over here at Raider Nation Unlimited, man. You know, my guy Dan Teeser is in the place. Hug D's, Gorell Webster, First, Never Last, Top Beats, OG Raider, DeMokes, Franklin, High Stakes, Planet Raider Skinner, in the place, Bobby Washington, Orlando Padilla, Top Beats, Nation's Finest, Rob 75, Small, Paul, Small, I'm not saying that. The Raider Room is in the place. Sean, High Stakes Johnson, LV Maximus, the great and powerful is here. Oh, Steve Schiffler. Oh, Erica Ramos, shout out to you on Top Demon Time. Oh, everybody's in the place, man. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Y'all, we going to get right into it. Josh McDaniels, man, went live today at the press conference, and I'm sure you guys have heard about it, but you guys haven't heard from me, right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do some sharing of said screen. This is what we are going to be doing. Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels addresses Chandler Jones' Instagram rant. Now, guys, you know and I know that he didn't say a whole lot. You know, Las Vegas Raiders star Chandler Jones expressed his frustration. We all know that yesterday. We went at ad nauseum. But McDaniels told reporters on Wednesday that Jones is dealing with a personal situation, right? He is dealing with a personal situation, and that the coach would not say if he expects Jones to play in the Raiders season opener against the Denver Broncos on Sunday, right? So exactly what I said happened yesterday is exactly what happened. He says it's a personal and a private matter, and we have dealt with it, and I am not going to talk about it anymore. McDaniels added that the Raiders are, taking things one day at a time with Jones, and he will not be commenting further. So, man, it's a beautiful thing here, man. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing when you have people in the organization who are doing the real work. And see, the real work is stopping out the drama, bro. If this would have been years past, I'm not going to keep calling out the past regime, that's gotten a little old, right? But if this would have been years past, bro, this would have went on for weeks. By Josh McDaniels taking the Michael Corleone approach, never discussing family business. It is now dead. People can pontificate. They can go and they can add. They asked Davante Adams at his press conference. Davante Adams, He won 2-2. He slipped right out of it too. It is a beautiful thing when you have people that know what the heck they are doing, man. It is a beautiful thing. And I see some people on Twitter complaining about the fact that Josh McDaniels didn't go crazy and he didn't say anything, he didn't feed into it. And you know why I got a problem with people like that? Because people like that, you got to question where they're coming from. Just like I said yesterday, man, there's some people that want to just be right. They just want to be right. They just want to hate these guys, right? So I saw somebody on Twitter say, oh, this is a lack of organizational control. Like, how could you put the actions of a grown-ass man on this coaching staff, bro? How's it possible? People that he was bigging up 2 days before, this is clearly something that is bizarre and peculiar and something that goes outside of the framework of just a normal football operation. This is not what we're dealing with here, yo. We are dealing with something that is a little strange. And the fact that they've kept it in-house and they're keeping it in-house is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. But, yo, if you're up here and you don't like the Michael Corleone approach to it and you prefer the Fredo Corleone, listen, you go that way. Because I know there's a lot of Fredos in Raider Nation, yo. There's a lot of Fredos in Raider Nation. There's a lot of Fredos in Raider Nation that are becoming Saints fans and all this weird stuff. Guys, all the real people over here who want to see this organization do well, yo, I couldn't be happier with the way this was handled today. I could not be happier, yo. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. My guy, Mutation, man, with a $5 Superman. Appreciate you, bro. Chandler Jones just tweeted, wow, God is good all the time. So Chandler Jones, yo, man, like I said, he might be on a bender. We don't know what's going on. The man might even suit up and play. Who the hell knows? But at the end of the day, yo, it was stomped out and it was handled, and I love it, man. I love it. I love it, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Mutation. Appreciate you, man. Yo, I got to get into some of these chats, yo. We got to get into some of this, yo. Raider Primos. The Raiders are a family. Josh McDaniels kept family business between family. No need for public consumption. That is a fact, bro. Sean High Stakes Donahue. I love how Tay won't even acknowledge another team's QB, no matter who. And, yo, that was a beautiful, beautiful press conference. Yo, I learned so many things about what's going on in that building from Davante Adams. Davante Adams, like, kind of, he debunked a few things that a lot of the haters are talking about, like, kind of unknowingly. What I got from that was that people say that, you know, McDaniels and this regime is arrogant and they don't listen to the players and the players don't mess with them. And Davante Adams said to the contrary. He goes and he adds things all the time and they listen to him. That's a beautiful thing. I'm glad that they're listening to the stars on this team, bro. I'm glad. And Davante Adams and having superstars in the building is paying big dividends for the young guys we got on this team, man. He is kind of taking, you know, Tucker under his wing, Michael Mayer, you know, Nate Hobbs. There was a lot of great information, man. And I love what Tay said about, you know, he treats everybody the same. So that means all of y'all cornersbacks in this league, y'all all gonna get this work. He's not going into it, and it's not like he's trying to disrespect nobody. But yo, that's the mentality of somebody that is like, hey man, it's not about what you're gonna do to me. It's about what I'm gonna do to you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look, man, it's spooky out there. Jimmy Garoppolo too, man. Jimmy Garoppolo seems like I could see why the players are so enamored with him, and they named him a captain, man, because he's a real leader. I love Jimmy Garoppolo's demeanor, man, and I hope everything works out, man. But that was a dope press conference. They tried to press them for the Chandler Jones information, and yo, from the rank and file would not crack. One good thing is too that I heard is about Josh Jacobs. You know, I heard Josh Jacobs is in shape. He's ready to roll. Him being back in the building has excited and rejuvenated this offense. It was a shot in the arm for the offense. Bro, it's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. My guy, Hug D's, there's hundreds of thousands calling for JMD's head before he even got a chance to really prove himself with his own shine on it. Just weak-minded people, man. That's a fact, man. My dog, Sergio Martinez, tell him, wasted. These mofos don't know what the F they're talking about. Speak on it, bro. I appreciate you. The Fly Wonderful. Lee Zadell, JMD's front office are handling it fine because the media could get any juice from it. They're hating. How about the fact that the Raiders are keeping it in-house as they should? Praise that. Now, it's funny to me. It's funny to me. You're damned if you do with the drive-by media, and you're damned if you don't. If Josh McDaniels would have fed into it, or he would have alluded to it, or he would have left the door open for them to read anything else into it, then they would have called the Raiders a dumpster fire. And they would have had fodder on Good Morning Football tomorrow. And you would have had bum-ass Stephen A. Smith on there talking his trash, right? This is what you would have got. You would have got all kinds of nonsense, bro. You would have got all kinds of nonsense. And I'm glad that bro was able to go on there and just stomp all of that out, man. It's a freaking beautiful thing, man. Doesn't it feel good to have a real organization behind you? Doesn't it? I mean, good Lord. Good Lord, man. My guy. Hug D's. $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you. Vic Tafer. Max Crosby on Chandler Jones. Everything is in-house. We're good. This means there's zero worries and coworkers wig out once in a while. Bro, and that's a fact. See, yo, you got to realize something, man. There's a lot of weak people out here. There's a lot of weak people out here. There's a lot of people that are running hot on emotion, right? Emotion is a great thing when you have passion, right? And you put passion in its proper place. People, places, and things, ladies and gents. People, places, and things. You got to put that passion in certain places. But other places, passion and emotion is not warranted. Listen, emotion is the enemy of reason. Sometimes you got to use reason. Sometimes you have to be understanding. And you know, it's funny, man. There's a quote. There's a quote that you know I've heard. You know, because silence holds immense power, man. And it's a great like strength of sense of strength for people, man. But like somebody said, silence can answer the questions words may fail to answer. That is what happened today with this organization. I commend Josh Jacobs, man. I commend, not Josh Jacobs, but I commend Josh McDaniels. I commend that, man. But there's a lot of people out here, man, that don't know how to take their passion and put it in a proper place, man. I'm glad this organization is stomping the nonsense out. My guy, Big Time Willie, how do you feel about Russell Wilson to the Raiders? I would throw up on myself. Why would I want Russell Wilson to be on the Raiders? At this point in his career, a couple years ago, I'd have been like, hell yeah, it's a bum. Yo, shout out to my dog, Kenan Hotep in the place, man. What's up, Kenan? Kenan, what it is, man. Even though you are a Baltimore Raven aficionado, this is still my dog. It's all good. You all good over here, my brother. What's good, bro? Yeah, but I'm just saying, like LV said, I'll take the time for his sunglasses. I'm just saying, man. But yo, look, we gonna get into some other stuff, man, because I gotta move on, yo, because I gotta get my guy on, man. I gotta get my guy on, yo. Look, we gotta get into this Denver Bronco defense. Now, a lot of us are saying that, you know, the Raiders are gonna go in there, the Broncos are terrible, we should dog walk them. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Listen, this is a tough game. This is a tough game. And that Denver Broncos defense is going to be a formidable problem for us. The Denver Broncos last year were ranked 7th in the National Football League. And now they have a new defensive coordinator who Sean Payton brought over kind of in the mold of Greg Williams the year that they won the Super Bowl. You know, Vance Joseph used to be the head coach of the Denver Broncos, which makes this a weird situation. This kind of reminds me like Wade Phillips. I think Wade Phillips went from being the head coach and he went back to the Broncos as the defensive coordinator. I think that's the only time I can remember something like that. I think it was the Cowboys. I know it was Wade Phillips is the guy I remember being the head coach and being a defensive coordinator for the same team he was head coach for. I got to remember, it's my old COVID brain is messing up. I normally just go like that with stuff like that. But Vance Joseph is their defensive coordinator. And if you look at what Sean Payton did before he hired Vance Joseph, he interviewed, you know, Rex Ryan and people like that. So Sean Payton is always into having that aggressive mindset. Like the year that the Saints won the Super Bowl, They were ranked 20th in total defense, but they were ranked second in takeaways and third in interceptions. So, Sean Payton's mentality and what he wants the mentality for his defense to be is, we're going to be aggressive. We want to affect the offense in a negative manner, and we'll give up some big plays to make big plays. That's the mentality that they have now. Vance Joseph is a guy that he runs a 3-4 base defense, right? Now, when you run a 3-4 base defense, there's a lot of strengths and there's a lot of weaknesses to that. The 3-4 defense has a lot of flexibility, man. You can change alignments to better attack, offensive formations while keeping the same personnel on the field. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, you need athletic players. You need athletic outside linebackers, middle linebackers that can eat blocks, and it makes it its most effective. Now, the problem with a 3-4 defense, and I don't know if it's really a problem, but it is, the weaknesses of a 3-4 defense. The weaknesses of a 3-4 defense is that, it's like if you have a strong run game, you don't have that fourth lineman to take on the offensive blockers and close running lanes. You know what I mean? And both defensive linemen and linebackers can get overwhelmed. So this plays right into our hands, right? So this needs to be a heavy Josh Jacobs game. And there's a reason why Josh Jacobs is 7-0 in his career against the Denver Broncos, because he runs hard like a savage, right? And they've been running that 3-4 concept. Now, it's a little different now because when they ran that Vic Fangio kind of a system, it was a little different. It was a little different. Now, the thing now is, they run, like a single high safety kind of look, right? You know what I mean? You could play the run. They run cover 1, cover 3, all of that good stuff. You know what I mean? So when you look at this Denver defense, they kind of have the personnel to make this work right. Now, I don't think that Vance Joseph is going to come in and totally scrap everything that they were doing last year, because if he's smart, I'm sure he's smart. They were the 7th ranked defense, and they have a lot of good players on this Denver defense. Like, a lot of people will sit up here and try to be like, oh, they're terrible, but they're not. Patrick Surtain II is him. He's a very good, elite young corner. You know what I'm saying? He is an elite young corner. Randy Gregory didn't have the best year last year, but Randy Gregory can play ball. And he's healthy now. And this is as healthy as he's going to be all season because it's the first week of the season. They got Justice Simmons at safety, another Pro Bowl level talent. You know what I mean? Kareem Jackson, a veteran, another Pro Bowl level talent. You know what I mean? They got guys up and down the field. Linebacker Baron Browning, dog. Baron Browning's a dog, man. I'm telling you, man, they got some guys. And then, JL Skinner, the kid that got out of 6th round, they're going to be using him. Drew Sanders is a favorite of myself and Andy's. Drew Sanders is a guy, man, that is going to eat, man. And the thing is that it's not just Vance Joseph. They have some damn good coaches, man. They got some damn good coaches, man. One of Sean Payton's really, really good friends, and who's a hell of a coach, man. He brought Joe Vitt over. He was a longtime assistant of Payton's back in New Orleans, and they brought in a tremendous football coach, tremendous. And he's going to be working with the linebackers, and that's what's scary. And Greg Manusky. Greg Manusky's been all around the National Football League. Greg Manusky is a talent. He's great with linebackers, and him getting his hands on Drew Sanders and his linebacker core is going to be a big, big problem for us, man. A big problem for us, man. Last year, Baron Browning, was starting to get after the quarterback. He was turning up. He's maturing. He had 5 sacks last year. And they're going to probably use, Frank Clark, who has always been a really good NFL player. They're going to use him on a pitch count. So, on rushing downs, Frank Clark's going to be nice and fresh, and he's going to get after the quarterback. Listen, man, there's plenty to talk about with this Denver defense, man. They're gonna try to dictate the tempo of the game as all defenses do, man. But they're not gonna just sit back. You know what I mean? They're not gonna sit back. They're gonna go and they're gonna be an attacking defense, man. So this is gonna be more than what a lot of people think, man. Let me get into the chat a little bit, guys. Let me get into the chat a little bit. Ruben Russ, wasted is 100% right. Mount Shillmore makes a living off of Raider info. It could have been hoping for more. Mount Shillmore makes their living off of Raider info. It could have been hoping for more to come out, but instead, he wants what's best for the team and is happy how they handle it. I appreciate you, Ruben Russ. We do, but then again, yo, listen, when info comes out, we give it to you. When there is no info, like when we're rocking the whole offseason, we're gonna give you content. Listen, bro. I'm gonna talk my shit for a little bit, bro. When it comes to the guys over here at Mount Shillmore, bro, like, and when you talk about football and Raider content and just football in general, yo, if you want to talk X's and O's, we gonna talk that with you. You want to talk personnel, we gonna talk that with you. You want to talk about draft, we gonna talk about that with you. You want to talk about the past and what happened in the past with the Raiders and the history of this team, we gonna talk that with you too. You want to talk about the rest of the league, we gonna talk that with you. You want to talk about hip hop, we gonna talk about that. What's about boxing? What you want to talk about? Baseball, basketball. Huh? You want some voices? You want some hip hop records? Yo, we some talented guys over here, bruh. So we don't just live off of just the Raider information, Ruben Russ. I appreciate your comment. Love you, bro. You always been a big supporter of us, man. Shout out to you, my brother. But yo, it's different over here at Shillmore, bruh. It's very, very different. My guy, Joe Capital Ramos. Crazy how these fans, instead of expressing concern for one of our own, they rather use a man's moment of weakness to shit talk the new regime. It's nasty work in these streets, bro. It is nasty, nasty work in these streets, bro. And that's what happens, bro. Like, yo, if you look at social media and you look at America today, man, America is built off of and is thriving off of negativity, yo. I can go literally, bro, on Twitter, and I can go and say, I love my wife. I love my family. Nobody will respond. If I go on Twitter right now and talk crap about somebody, or I say I can't stand my life or something like that, I have 1,000 posts. People thrive off of negativity, bro. People thrive off of negativity, yo. And it's funny, bro. Like, it's like right now, right? I got a guy that's in my chat right now, right? It's a 49er guy. It's a whiner. We don't even have no dealings with the 40-winers. And he is over here in my chat being a bum. Talk about we stay with the drama. Who stays with more drama than the 40-winers, man? Who has gotten more quarterbacks hurt than the 40-winers? Listen, man. Listen, man. We're going to start this show off early, y'all.
Angry man, what you doing here? Man, sit your ass down.
Yes! Sit your ass down. You are about to be unceremoniously blocked. Blocked. You 40-whiner scum. Blocked. Blocked. This guy said, who was the coach who was fired for the emails? You want to know the coach that was fired for the emails? Hey, what's up, man? It's John Gruden, man. I was the guy who was saying all those bad things, man. But hey, 49er, if you haven't guessed, man, I'm not coaching here anymore, man. It's been 2 people that have coached this team since I've left, man. So let me tell you something, man. Go back to Santa Clara, man. Think long and hard, man. I'm sitting here on the beach right now, man, drinking a Corona with Cindy, man. I'm going to tell you something. Your team sucks, man. Just letting you know, man. You guys traded 5. You guys did an even worse trade than me, man. You guys traded up to get Trey Lance. You guys got like 2 snaps out of that guy, man. Bang, bang, booty gang. Hey, Big T, 916, man. It's unceremoniously blocked. I'm telling you right now, man. You ever come in here with that nonsense, man. But yeah, I'm the guy, man. I'm no longer with the Raiders, man. Nah, but look, shout out to Big T, man. Big T, what's the deal, man? Shout out to you, bro. Wait, listen, y'all. Look, man. We talk about this whole Bosa nonsense. It is nonsense. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. I have a special guest, man. This is a man that needs no introduction. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all too, man. Knock on wood if you're with me, man. This man needs no introduction. This man had an epic day yesterday on YouTube. An epic day on YouTube. I'm telling you, man, the content is flowing out of our ears right now, man. And what's going to wind up happening this year is you guys are going to see something. You guys are going to see violencia, violence on these YouTube streets. But it's going to be all content. Shout out to my bro, the great and powerful graphic writer. What is the deal?
Yo, hold on. Let me make sure my mic, my dog just cut my mic off. Hold on.
My mic sound right.
Yo. All right, we good to go, man. What's good, bro? What's going on?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Yo, you know.
Are we at Twinsies again?
Oh, bitch, what you doing, yo?
Hey, you see my live earlier? I was the first one to have it on, bro. I'm just letting you know that.
Yo, that must have been a Freudian slip, bro.
Yeah,
I forgot you had this on, yo.
Yeah, man. Twinsies.
Yo, hold on, I gotta go, man. I gotta change my shirt. It's disgusting
man.
right now.
You know what, man? You know what? This is what I'm gonna do, right?
The Bopsy twins now?
I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna take this off of my chair, and I'm gonna switch up. All right.
Disgusting. It's nasty work here, man. What you doing?
Yeah, man. You know. What's good, bro?
I don't know, man. Yo, because I don't want it to come up like, hey, are you wearing your gray shirt? I'm wearing my gray shirt.
What's going on with my brother, man?
Nah, I'm chilling, man. Yo, I really wanted to get into the defensive matchup, bro. You know, because that is going to be a serious problem for our Raiders, man. That Denver Broncos defense is going to be formidable this year, bro.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. It always is.
It always is, bro. And a lot of people forget that they have a former head coach. They got a bunch of former head coaches coaching that defense right there.
Yeah.
And with the addition of, you know, Drew Sanders, J.L. Skinner, bringing in Frank Clark, they kind of plugged a lot of holes that was in that defense.
I believe Skinner's hurt. I believe Skinner from Boise State. I think he's hurt. I don't know if he's playing this weekend. Don't quote me on that. But you're right. Vance Joseph, former head coach. The guy has a pedigree in the NFL. That defense is going to be good. And what were they, top 7, top 10 last year?
They were top 7 last year, top 7. Yo, I look, man, I'm going to be real with you, man. The key to this game to me, because they do run a 3-4, is to run the football down their throat. Now, we got to hope that Josh Jacobs is ready to do that.
Yeah.
We can't get cute with this defense. You have to beat a 3-4 in the Earnhardt Perkins kind of a system. The best way is to run the football, because a lot of that stuff with this defense, the underneath routes, the secondary stuff, all of that underneath stuff is taken away from you based off of their personnel.
Yeah.
Oh man, yo, it's funny. I had that hat on and I took it off. Yeah, that's hilarious, bro. Yo, really had that hat on and I took it off right before.
Hey, with the potential too, the weather may be bad out there. Rain Monday, but they're saying that it may storm as well on Sunday. So you definitely want to get that ball. You want to run the ball heavy. Look, Josh Jacobs, I know we talked initially maybe 10 to 15 reps and then kind of went up from 20 to 25. Hey, this may be a Josh Jacobs game. You slow the game down. You know what I mean? If that weather is bad and you give Josh the ball. Look, there's a reason you give him $12 million. Hand the ball off as much as you need to if the weather is bad. But look, I mean, either way, man, Denver had a great defense last year and they won what, 5 games? 4 games?
Yeah, but this is the thing, Graf. It's a new year. It's a new coach. It's a new feeling. You have a new focus on the offensive side of the football. We have a new quarterback. We have different pieces. You know what I'm saying? It's just we got to stay focused here as a fan base and don't think that this is a gimme. A lot of people think that this is a gimme, and I've even said I think this is the most winnable game just off the eye test on our whole entire schedule. Because we have the 5th hardest schedule in the National Football League. The reason why I wanted to get into this is don't be surprised if this is a barn burner. Don't be surprised if we don't come away with this. I got a feeling we definitely gonna come away with it. But there's no guaranteed wins in the NFL, especially with a divisional opponent like this, who we've been shellacking for the last few years, man.
Yeah, I mean, and look, Mile High is not an easy place to win. These guys are coming out hungry. We beat them 6 times in a row. Sean Payton wants to prove to the league that he still has it. You know, look, they're going to come out firing on all cylinders, man. And that altitude is no joke, y'all. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Denver. It is a very tough place. I can imagine trying to play football out there. It's very tough. So, look, I agree with you. I just think, man, that right now with this whole Chandler Jones stuff, even before then, like, you know, it just seems like we said this all off season. The energy just seems different. All these guys are saying the right things. Watching Devontae and Jimmy G talking on their pressers just about an hour or so ago, they're excited. I think that, you know, yes, it can be a barn burner. I don't think it is, man. They're short on wide receivers right now. They're going to rely heavily on Cortland Sutton. They're going to rely heavily on Marvin. Who's it? Marvin Mims, their rookie. They just took, you know, in the draft this last draft. You know, Javonte Williams coming off that, I believe, torn ACL. You know, they do have, what is it, Perine, whatever you want to say, a guy that, you know, I'm a big fan of, but that O-line is not ready. I think everything is in our favor, man, outside of where we are playing. It's a divisional game. It's always going to be tough. You know what I mean? But look, man, I'm going to be honest. I got us winning this game, and I still got us winning by double digits. Maybe I'm just a homer and I'm biased. I still got us the 31-17.
31-17.
Yeah, I got it going out there. I got Jimmy G going out there and fighting week 1 for Josh McDaniels, for his new team, and kind of being in a sense of going at Shanahan. You let me go. All right. Well, I'm going to go out here. I got Devontae Adams, the best wide receiver in the game, and a slew of other weapons. I'm going to go out here and destroy these guys. So, look, I'm going to be real. I'm expecting a big game from this offense. I think the defense is going to do just enough. I think that the Denver Broncos are still going to struggle on the offensive side of the ball with potentially Jerry Jeudy out with the hamstring issue. I think that they get like some garbage time, maybe a garbage time touchdown. I think they're going to have 10 points in the fourth quarter. I could be wrong, but
yo, listen, bro, that's your opinion, bro.
Yeah,
my score's a little close, but let me get to this super real quick, man. Addicted to Profits. Thank you for the $5 super. Thank you for keeping the lights on at Raider Nation Unlimited. Salute, guys from the Bahamas. I am good buddies with Stu. Great guy. Agreed. I don't get the donkeys hype. We should win this game. Shout out to Addicted to Profits. Shout out to Stu. Stu, wherever you are, man. I think Stu is walking around parts unknown, but I haven't heard from you, Stu. Tap in, Stu.
I just texted him right before I jumped on your live, so I'm trying to get a hold of him. I'm trying to maybe do a show tonight. But this is the thing, too, you guys. What happened last season? What happened at the beginning of the season? We started off slow, right? We started off slow. You know, we lost to Arizona in a terrible fashion. You know, like, I think Josh McDaniels knows that he has to have his guys prepared, ready to go, because we have one of the roughest 3-game stretches in the NFL. 2 on the road against the Broncos in a tough place to play. Buffalo, an even tougher place to play against a team that's looking at a Super Bowl, you know, this year. And then we got Pittsburgh, another team that is always good with Mike Tomlin, a well-coached team. Look, man, we got to get rolling early. And I think that Josh McDaniels is going to have his guys ready. I think that Graham is going to understand what is at stake, because his career is on the line this year. If there's going to be any scapegoat, and I've said this since day one, it's going to be Patrick Graham this year. They gave him the weapons that he wanted. He went out and got some guys, some starters in free agency. A lot of guys that we said were going to be depth initially, right? Marcus Epps, captain, starting safety. Robert Spillane, captain, starting linebacker. We went and got Marcus Peters, starting on the perimeter. So this guy has everything that he needs in order to get it done in a full draft class full of guys with Tyree Wilson that's now looks like they're going to start with Chandler Jones out.
Yeah, I know. Just in, Josh McDaniels said nobody's going to be playing 70 plays, but Tyree Wilson will be playing. So he might not play 70 plays, but he might be playing 60 plays. So we're going to get a heaping helping of Tyree.
Malcolm Koonce season. I want to see what he can do. He's never had a problem getting to the passer. He just needs the reps. You know what I'm saying? So we shall see what we can get out of Malcolm Koonce.
Hey, Grab, did you see that, man? That is the bus that Patrick Graham will be thrown under if he doesn't get his ass in gear. If he doesn't get his ass in gear, he will be getting thrown under the bus in epic fashion. Because let me tell you something. Raider Nation wants their pound of flesh. Yo, we got a new member of the Wasted Talent Army, our brother, Addicted to Profits. Welcome to the Wasted Talent Army. Shout out to you, my brother. Let me tell you something, though, man. Getting back to what you said, bro. Listen, this man's career is beyond on the line, because Patrick Graham came here to be able to showcase his ability to elevate a team, to get him in a position to get into that head coach algorithm.
Yeah.
His name was never really in a real way in that head coach algorithm and that talk. I think what Patrick Graham is trying to do, he's trying to do something not impossible, but he's trying to take on a challenge in a city and a team that's a marquee franchise to try to turn this defense around and get us on a Super Bowl trajectory.
Yeah. And he simplified things too. And that's what I love, because last season, you know, he was drawing it up as the Black Picasso, as they say. He simplified things this offseason. And what has been the best defense that we've had in the past, 5-6 years? It was that Gus Bradley defense that was very simplistic. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I think the defense is going to be okay. I think they make enough plays on the defensive side of the ball to keep Denver, honest. And I don't know, man. I just feel really good about this game, because look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you lose this game and we go into Buffalo expecting to go 1-1 on the road, we might be in for a very, 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 very tough time.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. Not just the Raiders, but the whole National Football League and AM East Coast games.
Yeah,
it's a bad scene when West Coast teams come east early in the morning, because to them the game feels like it's like 7 o'clock in the morning, because they have the jet lag. It is not a good scene. Now, I think John Gruden did something that was great a couple of years ago. He stayed east a few days before they get acclimated to the time zone.
Well, Josh McDaniels also did something wasted that went under the radar. He gets those guys out there early in Vegas. Usually, like I believe last year, he had those guys out there early trying to beat the sun. You know what I mean? So they were out there playing football a little earlier than usual. You know what I'm saying? So that may help. I don't know. I know these practices as of late have been more little later. But you're right, man. Those Eastern time zone games are tough for West Coast teams, man. So
this is why this is an imperative win for the Raiders.
Must win.
This is a must-win game, and I hate to say that, because this is a long season, but the season isn't that damn long. Wade with the braid. I'm still worried to have Tyree playing that many snaps. Graf, does that worry you, man? Do you got any concerns about that, bro?
No. Look, you were drafted in the top 10. It's your time. You know what I'm saying? Look, you're over the injury. You passed your physical. You're a top 10 guy. What most top 10 guys are thrown to the wolves, thrown into the fire anyway. So look, with Chandler, this is a sign from God, you guys. Chandler getting himself together, more importantly, as a human being outside of the football field. This is a sign from God. Tyree Wilson, it is your time. Make sure to help prove these guys right by taking you over the likes of Jalen Carter and other guys that we were high on during the draft time. So look, man, get Tyree out there as much as you can. I don't care what he only had. He only had like 9 snaps in preseason. Yeah. I don't care.
But see, Graf, this is the thing that concerns me, right? I want to know how he has done in the classroom. Now, I heard he's done great in the classroom. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The athletic ability translates. And most of the time, being a defensive end, you got a box to contain, right? So you have to recognize run or pass and then act accordingly based off of that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're not put into situations where you're dropping back in the pass coverage. You're normally going forward, you're going downhill. So when you're going downhill like that, and you're as big and as rangy as a guy like a Tyree Wilson, he can overcome a lot of his naivety, so to speak, or his greenness, or him being a rookie, just based off of pure God-given ability. That's one of those positions, such as a running back, where you can overcome a lot with your physical prowess.
Yeah.
Are you concerned about the linebacking core?
I mean, we're always going to be, concerned about them. We really haven't addressed it like that in forever. Robert Spillane, it sounds as though was a breath of fresh air in that room. Divine Diablo's back healthy. They named Luke Masterson as starter once again. Look, they're throwing those guys out there. It's either sink or swim with those guys. But if this defensive line shows up, I'm not too much worried about the linebackers. I'm really not. And that's what the Denver Broncos beat writer Brandon, he was on with us yesterday, was saying that Russell's probably going to try to eat up the middle of that field. If we allow him to do that, we may be in trouble, because we don't really have that cover linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're expecting Divine Diablo, a guy that converted from safety, to maybe be that guy. Robert Spillane's not that guy in coverage. So
Robert Spillane is going to be the spy. You have to put a spy on a running quarterback. Robert Spillane is going to be the spy. He's going to defend against the run. He's a better downhill linebacker. Divine Diablo skill set, being a former defensive back, is a guy that you think theoretically should cover. Now, Amari Burney might play a big part into this game. Even though Amari Burney's a rookie, I think he's wholly capable of being able to get out there and be that coverage linebacker that we're going to need.
I don't think we see too much of him. I think he's going to play a lot of special teams. He'll get some reps, but to be honest, bro, I don't think Amari Burney's going to see the field too much.
You know why I disagree, man. I don't think that we have enough at linebacker to have a guy that made the 53-man roster.
They like Curtis Bolton. They like Curtis Bolton a lot.
So you'd give it to Curtis Bolton at weak side linebacker?
They like him a lot. I'm saying that he probably gets more reps than Amari Burney.
Yo, so let me paradigm shift. Sean Almgren, he is a devout Josh McDaniels hater. I like Sean.
Love Sean. Yeah.
Sean cool, man, but he's not a big Josh McDaniels guy. You know that.
And I get it. It's all good.
He's had minimal practice and no time in the game. He's not in football shape, so it's concerning. What says you, Graf?
I disagree. I disagree. Look, there's certain guys, Sean, that you can look at and they're just physical specimens. This guy's going against Garrett Bowles. This is bully ball at its finest. This is the perfect week to throw Tyree into the fire, playing against that left tackle. He is going to absolutely bully that guy. I'm not too much worried about it, man. I'm not. I think that this is the perfect game to help build that confidence in our young rookie Tyree Wilson. I do, man. If this wasn't going against the Philadelphia Eagles and we were playing against that stout offensive line, there may be some worries. You want to see Chandler Jones out there, a guy that is an all-pro that's been in the league forever, right? Going against the likes of, those type of offensive lines. This is not an offensive line that scares me. This is a game that you throw your young guy out there to get to him. So I'm not too much worried. This is a perfect time to put him out there and see what he can do. So I'm not too much worried about it.
Yo, real quick, shout out to Classic Man Q. He said, damn, Jake Haener already taking PEDs. Jake Haener got bumped for PEDs?
6 games, bro. 6 games.
Jake Haener, bro? What he get bumped for taking Botox shots?
Hey, Haener must have thought he could have took Derek's spot, man. He said, you know what, let me just get lit real quick.
Yeah, Jake Haener getting butt shots. It's crazy out here, man. Damn, he going full Nicki Minaj, yo.
Yo, wildin'. Straight wildin', bro.
He went full Nicki Minaj. Shout out to Jake Haener. Happy trails, Jake Haener.
The man's on estrogen pills and shit. He wildin'.
I don't know, bro. Yo.
Do not be shocked in week 7 if Haener comes out with a whole set of titties, y'all. That's all I'm going to say.
He probably will, man. Yo, Jake Haener gonna leave the NFL and go on Instagram and get an OnlyFans and be a bad bitch for a living.
Hey, man, you probably get paid more doing that than being the third string quarterback. So
that's a fact, yo. The Instagram chicks, these OnlyFans chicks is cleaning up out here these streets.
Exactly.
My guy John Corrigan, man. I think a rotation happens all over the defense, fresh and fast, and different styles of play to confuse the QB, man. I do too, man. I tend to agree with that. That's why I think Bernie's gonna get some snaps, yo.
No, I mean, I think he is. I just don't think that he's going to be out there as much. I think they're going to be a little patient with him and kind of try and develop him a little bit. He's a 6th-round guy. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't a guy's name that you heard too much during the draft process. You spoke about him. You guys family that knows him and is familiar with him with his time in Florida. But outside of you, bro, I didn't really hear too many people talking about Amari Burney. And that I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just, I think that they believe in the guys. They brought Luke Masterson back. They brought Curtis Bolton, the guy that ended up beating out Drake Thomas that a lot of us thought was going to make this roster and ended up going to Seattle. I just think they like Curtis Bolton. I think they're going to throw him out there a lot more. But I wouldn't be shocked if we seen Bernie out there.
I like Curtis Bolton, man, because Curtis Bolton is always in the play. He's always in the frame. He's never lost. Mm-hmm. Like he's one of them linebackers where he might not ever be a Pro Bowl linebacker, but he's a starting linebacker, bro. He's a good linebacker. I thought that since we brought him in, I was like, why is this guy on the practice squad? The times I like Curtis Bolton. Yo, my guy Max Rodriguez, thank you.
Content.
Brothers of content.
The content. Tent gang in the building. Tent gang.
The tent gang is crazy in here, yo. Yeah. My guy Ruben Russ. Kuntz should have a bigger impact than 3 week ones. Bowles has 60 career penalties and struggles with speed rushings. Mm-hmm. Yo, count on him to hold, man. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I have no real, analysis when it comes to the blocking scheme because I think the blocking scheme is going to change. Yeah. And sometimes when the offense changes and the blocking scheme changes, the player changes. Sometimes certain schemes don't fit other guys' skill set. I don't think that Nathaniel Hackett was a very good coach. He in his offensive scheme, works really great when you got Aaron Rodgers pulling the trigger on it.
Yeah.
So I want to see what this looks like with Sean Payton.
Garrett Bowles has been in the league for a long time, man. I think he is who he is at this point. Yeah, he may improve a little bit. That's not really saying a lot. Like Rube said, 60 career penalties, and he does struggle with speed. And Kuntz has never had a problem, with speed. He just had a problem, playing the run, and he's had a problem getting on the field. That's been the issue with him, just not having many reps. So no, I definitely think that Kuntz is going to be out there a lot. And I hope, man, you guys know how high I was on Malcolm Kuntz. Like, I'm hoping and praying that Kuntz, proves me and this regime right for keeping him around, over the likes of an Adam Plant or Isaac Rochelle, a guy that played pretty well for us in preseason. So we shall see.
That's a fact. Yo, are you willing to go out on a limb, Graf? Are you willing to predict that Tyree Wilson gets a sack this game?
I already put it on Twitter, and I turned my notifications off. I got it
already.
I got him with 2.
Oh,
I got Tyree with 2.
Are you jumping? Wait, man, what is wrong?
Hey, Tyree with 2, Max with 2, Kuntz with 1. What's up? Why not?
You know what I say to that?
Angry man, what you doing here? Man, set your ass down.
Sacks as a rookie, man. Come on, Graf.
Hey, man. Hey, I get it. What, Mac had 5 in his rookie year. I get it. But why not? Why not?
Graf, stop it.
2, man.
If you said Malcolm Kuntz,
2, man.
Look,
Tyree is playing. This defensive line is going to look different than what it did when he played against who was it? The Cowboys?
Yeah.
It's going to look totally different. You got Bilal Nichols, Tillery, on the inside, but when you got a superstar edge rusher on the other side, that's going to command a lot of attention. I'm sorry. With that power, he's gonna bully Garrett Bowles. I got 2 sacks, man.
Yo, my guy, Jonathan Lomelli, where you been, bro? You guys are always the original and 100 about everything. I think the way the coaches are handling things like a true family, man. Let's worry about the donkeys and get this dub. Raider Nation for life. Thank you, Jonathan Lomelli, for the kind words, man. You're always welcome in the place to be, man.
And I want you guys to know, too, if Tyree doesn't get his sack, I don't care. As long as we win the game, that's all that matters to me. Simple and plain. So.
Yeah, man. I love it, too, man. I hope – listen, bro, I hope I'm wrong as hell. I hope Tyree goes crazy. I hope he has a 8-sack game, bro.
You were wrong about the right side of the O-line. You know what I mean? So,
that is the only reason why Graf can't – it be your own people, bro.
I'm just saying,
it be
man.
your own people. God! Wow! Ridiculous, bro. This is the only – this guy is like a goddamn surgeon, bro. He came on here just to bring up, the little offensive line bet that we had.
What you mean,
nonsense,
man?
Yo.
What you mean, man? I'm here because my brother's having a great show and I wanted to be a part of it.
Nah, man. Graf is a calculated man, yo. It's terrible, yo. It is terrible.
I just want to let you know, Chandler Jones is back on Twitter and he's saying God is good all the time. So I don't know what this means or whatnot, but he's back active on socials. So we shall see what that means.
When you hear black folks say God is good all the time,
message.
It's a message. That means something good just happened. Yo, look, bro, I remember back in the day, you could walk through the church. It'd be like, God is good. Everybody like, all the time. Back in the day, man. My guy Hug, man. Did y'all notice the stunts and the D-line games were played in the preseason? We're going to finally quit bull rushing 90% of the time, yo. He said there were no stunts. I read it the way you said it, but that's probably what you meant. Yeah, you serve up vanilla, bro. So it's going to, it is definitely going to be more of a complex scheme. The one thing
but there was a few stunts on the defensive line in preseason, though. I seen a few.
Very little, though, Graf. It was just straight bull rush, most of that stuff. Yeah, it was a lot of bull rush. They when they started running stunts and stuff like that, when they were trying to kind of look at the guys that were on the fringe of making the roster, they wanted to see if they were absorbing the scheme. But when they had guys that were really going to play, they didn't do a whole lot, man. The good thing, though, is that what I want to see is I want to see Patrick Graham with his 3 high safety look. I want to see who is going to be the guy he's going to utilize as that will linebacker.
Chris. I was going to say Chris Palamau. I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Which one is it? Who's going to be the guys that he features? Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Merring and Epps and then Chris Smith? Is it going to be Palamau? Is it going to be another corner? Like, I'm very, very excited and intrigued to see what happens here.
Don't be shocked if you see a little bit of Roderick Teamer as well. I know people don't want to hear that, but they like this kid. So.
Roderick special teamer. Vegas, he bugging, man. He said Chandler Jones meds kicked in, yo. Look, guys, y'all got to understand something. I don't pontificate on no bull. I don't profess to be a doctor or a mental health issue. I don't even know Chandler Jones. Just from the outside looking in, when you see somebody who is spiraling and erratic, especially when they're on social media spiraling, right? Yo, social media is a place that highlights the digital world. Back in the day, people used to spiral and no one would even know about it. Now you have the whole world at your fingertips. Yeah. You got the whole world at your fingertips. And that is what we have to take into account. Years ago, things like this would have happened and no one would have known the wiser.
Yeah.
You imagine if some of the players back, you imagine if like Albert Hainsworth had social media in the beginning of his career on the level that it is now. Can you imagine if Lawrence Taylor would have had this stuff back in the day?
Nah.
Look, you got to be to go and run into people for a living. You got to be a little crazy.
Yeah.
Right. So to me, this is much to do about nothing, man. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to sit up here and say it's mental health or this or that definitively.
We don't know what it is.
We kind of see that there's definitely a screw loose there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, he played football forever. I mean, most guys that played the game that long. I mean, you know, look, man, this is a tough game, you guys. This is a tough game. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys have played their entire life at the highest level. So yeah, there's going to be some damage. You know what I mean? So look, I just hope he's okay, man. I hope that Chandler Jones is all right. He seems like a good guy. I just hope that he bounced back from this, man. Not just for the Raiders and for our fan base, but for his family, man. You know what I mean? That's more important. So,
yo, DeMarcus Webb is going very, very dark. He says, oh,
wow.
He goes, imagine if OJ Simpson, never mind. OJ Simpson actually does have social media.
OJ wrote a book instead of social media. He wasn't tripping. What if I did it?
Yeah, OJ was like, listen, if I did do it, I wouldn't have wore Bruno Marley's. Yo, so my guy Okie Raider, yo, shout out to Okie, man. He said, so who gets the first interception and what quarter will Marcus Peters? Will Marcus Peters? So I don't know, something happened. Am I reading that wrong?
No. Basically, what he's basically saying who's going to do it and when is Marcus Peters going to do it. So he's saying Marcus Peters is going to be the guy.
He's saying Marcus Peters. Hey, Okie, you messing me up here, man. I got too much going on here, man. I can't decipher through that.
You know, one player to keep an eye on in this week, and I know I initially said it may be Jacorian Bennett. You know, week one as a rookie getting it. It could be Nate Hobbs, a guy that only has one career pick, I believe. Keep an eye on Trayvon Merrick. Keep an eye on Trayvon Merrick, man. He's heard all the noise. You know, I mean, this may be a guy that comes out and gets one.
He is the guy that when we asked on that show who I think is going to make a huge step forward and make a Pro Bowl and lead the team in interception, it is Trayvon Merrick. Yeah. Knock it. Listen.
He's been around the ball a lot. He just can't come down with it. And I think this year he figured it out.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now, yo. Yo, I'm telling you, yo. Yo, my man Ruben Neighbor. He goes, put a 1 in the chat if you think on who did it. I think if you think OJ did it. He said, put a 1 in the chat if you think OJ did it, yo. Yo, y'all tweaking. Bro, are we going to start the OJ Simpson bet? We got 600 in the room. Yo, and I forgot to say, get wasted with your brother wasted. Pay your bar tab. Yes. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're on Twitter and you want to participate, come on over. We have cookies. Yo, listen, man. There are ones all over the place here, man. Shout out to the juice.
Hey, y'all, I got to show you guys this real quick. Look at this tattoo that I just seen online of Josh Allen.
Oh, wow. It's nasty work out here, man.
And somebody said, is that Jake Hayner?
Yo, Julio Jones. I agree with you. OJ's son did it.
Oh, my God.
We're not getting into that. We're not getting into that. This is not Conspiracies Unlimited. This is Raider Nation Unlimited, damn it. And the last time I checked, OJ didn't play for us. Get almost 600 in the room. My guy, Kevin Chelios. Yesterday's price is not today's price. The price is going up. Thank you for contributing to the site, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Yo, they said, so let me ask you, bro. We almost an hour into this thing right here, man. Yo, how do you see Jimmy Garoppolo playing, man? Because this is his first game back, and he's historically played bad against the Denver Broncos. Make no mistake about that. How do you see Jimmy Garoppolo playing?
I think he's going to be okay. I don't think he's going to go out there and dominate the game. You know what I mean? But I do believe he can put up about 280 in the air. I think a lot of this game, like I said, the weather. I don't know where this weather is going to be. We may have to run the ball heavy, but I do believe, and I said this on my show, I believe yesterday. I think for some strange reason with Pat Surtain on Devontae, I think he's going to find Hunter Renfrow a lot. I think it's going to be a potential big game for Hunter Renfrow. For some strange reason, I have a feeling that Jimmy's going to eat up the middle of the field with Hooper, Mayer, and Hunter Renfrow. Jacoby may have some big plays as well, but I think Jimmy's going to be good, man. This is not me coming out saying he's going to have an all-pro game. You know what I mean? But I think he could put up anywhere from 250 to 280 in the air. You know what I'm saying? And that's really good. I mean, shit, as long as
280 in the air, 130 on the ground, 2 tutties. You know what I'm saying? I can live with that. I can live with that, man.
Yeah. Why not?
Yo, Doc's got John Jenkins with 12 sacks, 20 tackles for loss, 8 interceptions, 500 passing yards, 300 rushing yards, but down a game with only 80 yards receiving. Yo,
hey, Will, John Jenkins is the new Travis Hunter.
Yo, John Jenkins is the new Aaron Donald, as far as I'm concerned. Hey, let me ask you guys a question, man. The move that was made for Jimmy Garoppolo, is that something that's concerning for you? Is that something that makes you think that we're going to go out there and go get somebody? We're going to touch on this. We're going to have another show tomorrow. We're going to touch on some of the potential where some of this money's allocated. So we're not going to get into that today. But do you think that they made that move specifically because they have their eyes on somebody?
I don't. I think you kind of touched on this as well as on your show. I think this is more of a trade deadline insurance. This is if something comes around during the trade deadline and they feel like it's someone that they can, that can help this team take it to the next level. And if we're on a nice little push, a little playoff push, they may say, you know what, we got this extra $10 million. We can invest maybe a draft piece and use this money to bring them on board. So I think that money was sat there for an insurance policy. If anything, there's nobody out there available right now. Who's available? I mean, let's just keep it a bean, man. I don't know. Kyle Van Noy is going to cost probably $1 million right now. You know what I'm saying? Like who is out there that's going to cost a lot of money? $10 million is a lot to money. You know what I mean? You can do some nice things with that. You know what I mean? So I think they're going to hold on to that cash and sit it there for a minute just to evaluate the league, see what's going on, because there may be some great veterans ready to leave some basement teams that are going to, reset the table with their respective organizations and have to start it all over. There may be some guys that are saying, get me out of here. You know what I mean?
Did you just say a great veteran? Because Doc says it and it comes true. The great and powerful Key Lime Cole is back. Mm-hmm. That is why the move was made, ladies and gentlemen. Key Lime Cole is back, everybody.
Key Lime Cole is the new Brandon Parker, you guys. He is the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh my God. He is the herpes of Raider Nation. He is the athlete's foot of Raider Nation, man. Yes. It is unbelievable, man. I can't believe they brought Key Lime back, man.
I'm not mad at it, man. He's a practice squad guy. It's not that big of a deal.
Bro, listen, guys are talking about Budda Baker, man. What is the probability of Budda Baker being a guy that we bring in?
Not going to happen. They just invested money in the Marcus Sets for 2 seasons. They got Merrick still on his rookie deal. You know what I mean? They brought Palomal back. He made the roster. They just drafted Chris Smith. He's on a rookie deal. I don't see them investing that kind of money into a safety because after the season, he's going to want a crazy amount of money anyway. You know what I mean? So they're going to have to, give him a new deal. So I don't see that happening, man. But would it be a great thing? Definitely. You get a top 3, top 4 safety in Budda Baker. I would love it. But I like this safety room. That is one of my favorite rooms on this defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I like it. That's a fact. I think it's the most complete room. I think it was the most thoughtful room. And I think it is imperative that you have a good front end and a good back end, and then you can fill in as needed in the middle of the defense. So I'm super excited about the defensive back room in general. I think we have one of the better defensive back rooms we've had in the last 5 or 6 years, man. I really do, man.
The only problem is the end of that corner room that kind of disturbs me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If
Faison and all those guys,
one of these starters go down, with Faison still dealing with his injury, and I don't know, man. That the end of that corner room is a little spooky for me with Amik, and these guys. If God forbid something happens with Marcus Peters, Ja'Cory, or Nate goes down, it can get ugly, man. It can get ugly. These guys, we need health at our disposal this season in that corner room.
Yeah, my Elite, man. My bad. I clicked on the wrong one, yo.
Shout
But
out to Elite.
yo, wait a minute. Shout out to Elite, yo. Somebody said a
I
good
know it.
back end wasted. Yo, guys, why can't I be talking about the back end of Nicki Minaj or somebody like that? Like, why is it a bad thing to talk about the back end of a fine woman?
Hey, man.
What are y'all talking
Hey, and Dre the Kid, you are the one bringing up Derek Carr, brother. Anything that Jimmy G got going on, we are not going to compare it to him. We do not care.
Shout out to the great and powerful Samoan Raider in the place to be.
Oos!
Oos! What it is. The secondary seems solid this year, but that linebacker room, though. Yeah, now see, Oos, yeah. And this is the thing about this linebacker room. What they did was they went young. They have, like, not depth, but they have enough young bodies to try to keep them healthy. And they don't really use 3 linebackers all the time or 4 linebackers. A lot of times they'll only use 2 linebackers, and they'll use a third safety, which we've been talking about. That's Patrick Graham's hallmark. So the good thing about that is you can mitigate not having the best linebacker room as long as your safety room is good.
Yeah.
So
there's gonna be a lot of two linebackers out there. You're gonna see Devine and Robert Spillane out there a lot. They named Luke Masterson as starter as the third linebacker, I believe, because they didn't have Jakob Johnson out there listed as a starter at the fullback position. I think that's why they did that. I could be wrong. I'm gonna take a look at it again, but they had 3 linebackers listed as starters with Luke Masterson, Devine Diablo, and Robert Spillane. But I assume they didn't have Jakob out there listed as a starter. I could be wrong though. I'm about to relook it up.
Yo, shout out to my dog Silverface is in a place. What it is? What up, my boys? To be honest, I just listened to McDaniels press and he sounds like a good man. Yeah, bro. Listen, McDaniels is doing the work, man. He's doing what we've always wished for the Raiders to do. It kills me when we get what we want, we get what we've been asking for, and then now we don't want it. We want drama. Do we want drama? Because I've heard people this day say, "Oh, this is a lack of organizational control. He doesn't want to address it." And then if Gruden would have addressed it and it would have became, fodder, and you would have Stephen A. Smith on it tomorrow, this is absolutely preposterous.
These are the same guys, bro, that if we win the Super Bowl this year, they'll say it won't count because Derek Carr didn't do it. I don't even care, bro. I don't care. Whatever, man. Look, he's our coach until he's not, y'all.
Yeah.
Bless you. I don't really care about, all that noise, bro. Like, what's funny, man, this year, and I was telling you on the phone, this year is so easy. It's so much easier. I don't know if I just hit like a point in my life, and I know you've already been there, where like it's just so much easier to block out all the noise and all the negativity and the toxicity. I just don't care. I'm at a point where I'm just block it all out until this team, shows that they're not good. They're good in my eyes.
Yeah, and that's how you got it. Listen, bro, you can't pontificate on some bull. We have to go out there like we love this team, right? We want them to do well, right? Right, we have a voice in this thing. We want to perpetuate positivity, man. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. We don't want to put negativity out here about this team. It's not about selling you guys a bill of goods. The thing is that, I can look at this thing from a pragmatic standpoint. They have done some very good things. Listen, there have been times where a new regime has come in and we know right off the bat, like I knew when Dennis Allen came in that it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
I knew immediately when Dennis Allen came in, it wasn't going to work. They signed Matt Flynn and all of this nonsense, bro. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah. It's not like that this time, guys. It's not like that. My guy, Coy Griner, appreciate you for the $5 super. 90% of teams will struggle if their linebackers and cornerbacks get hurt. Reasons why they are starters versus backups. Listen, that is obvious. But see, do you know what the funny thing, Corey? And it's the one thing that Graf and I talk about offline. Common sense is not common.
At all.
Common sense is not common, right? And then what happens is when you have a platform such as this, where it is booming with almost 600 people in the chat continuously, right? You go to Graf's 1,000 people. Sometimes you come here, it's 1,000 people, right? The more people that pile in here, the more you get that kind of like, most of the time. And listen, I say that Shieldmore, we have the smartest chat in Raider YouTube, right? But there's always going to be the people on the short bus of football knowledge that come creeping in here, and it's cool, man, because we're here to educate you. We're here to get you out of your remedial football knowledge, and we want to get you up to honors football knowledge. So pull on up, guys.
There you go. Talk that talk.
Yeah.
Salute. I agree with everything you just said.
Yo, Top Beast, you can't turn negative people into positive overnight, but hopefully it'll happen soon. See, Top, you know the crazy thing, bro?
I don't.
You gotta ask yourself of the motives to why people root for or they talk. I think we got some people that are like that have like Stockholm syndrome. They almost want to be bad. It's weird. It's almost like they're not comfortable with things being good. It's a little weird.
This is people that hate their lives in general. You know what I mean? Like it happens, bro. When you got people that hate what they have going on in their real lives, it's gonna come seeping out their pores in terms of every other aspect in their life. So
Yeah, man. It's funny, man. Like we talked about this yesterday, man. Yo, like when you're in public forums, man. Yo, it's a weird place, man. It's a weird place, man. And I'm glad, Graf, and I'm glad, myself, man, that we're at a place where, yo, no matter what you do, right? No matter what you say, we're gonna keep being great. You can't stop this. Like you can't stop doing great things, man, with just straight up hate, bro. You can't do that, bro. You can't do it.
This is the thing that people don't realize, man. Like when you come from situations like we have, we use that as fuel. Like that just makes me want to do another live, get it booming again, do another big move, go sign this new deal with another advertiser. Like the people don't realize, man, that type of shit fuels me. So like anytime I see some negativity or people trying to attack us online or that, all I do is utilize all that and make another big move. So salute to everybody out there that's on your negative hype. Keep that shit where you are, because all I'm gonna tell you is we're gonna keep doing what we do over here, at Raider Nation Unlimited and Oak Las Vegas Raider Network.
Yo, throw the water on the gremlins. Yo, Lawrence Timothy Travis, thank you, man, for the $10 super, and thank you for the kind words.
Content.
Love the content. Love that content. Yo, Psycho War. Man, Wasted, you hit it yesterday when you said that all of y'all at Oak Las Vegas Network are always fans first of the Raiders, and y'all won't hate, but y'all will always be 100% honest about the team, and I love that, and I appreciate you guys for recognizing that about us over here, man. We love the team, man.
Yeah, definitely.
My guy Christopher Dixon, nothing to say, just passing the Raider love, man. Appreciate the $5.
Chris, always showing love. Shout out to Chris, man.
Yo, my dog, just another griller said, yo, not water on the gremlins. Yeah, that's right, man. Yo, listen, man. But see, the kind of gremlins we are, yo, we make fly shit happen when you throw water on us.
Way too fly, man. Way too fly, man.
Yo, my guy Clipbo, thank you. What it is, Wasted. Hopefully we bring back the muscle and the mystique of the Raiders. I miss the glory days, commitment to excellence. Yo, Klimbo, I do too, bro. Let me ask y'all something, man. Chat, Graf. Yo, how close do you guys think? How many players you guys think we're away at really competing for a championship? Do you think we're going to compete for one this year? Do you think this is a building block year? But how many impact players do you guys see us needing to pick up for us to really, really go for a Super Bowl?
I mean, you have to start with that linebacker room. We still need that one defensive tackle that can help that defensive line, because we just haven't had that push from the interior on the defensive line for so long. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the defensive line. I'm looking at the linebacker room. You know what I mean? I've been saying this. I think we're maybe 2-3 players away. We have a lot of money next year. We have a full draft class. This is a year where I think we can do some really good things. But next year, I think we can do some really great things. You know what I mean? But we are a very sneaky team. And there's always a team that just pops up out of nowhere that makes some noise. And it's like, whoa. And we may be able to make a few of those moves at the trade deadline with some of this money that we just freed up. So it could be this year. We've seen weirder things happen. We've seen the Niners go from like 2-14 to the Super Bowl the following year. It happens. You know what I mean? But me personally, if I had to bet on it, I would say next year is the year where I feel like greatness will be sustainable. I think this year is another building year where we just continue to build on some of the okay things we did last year and get rid of the terrible things that we did last year. This is a building year. It is.
Let me ask you a question, man. So basically what you're saying is you're telling me that the Raider equinox is upon us?
I'm going to say this. The Raider equinox may be upon us. But the Raider equinox is definitely upon us.
There's no such thing. There is no such thing as the Raider equinox.
I'm just saying.
No such thing. This guy won't let me have anything, bro. The equinox.
Hey, man.
What's wrong with you?
Hey, you see me with my T-shirt on earlier, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, what is wrong with you? There's no such thing.
Hey, people don't even realize me and you bought these T-shirts at the same time in Raider Image too.
Yeah, I know. Yo, that's hilarious, bro. We bought them at the exact same time, yo.
He was like $19, $15. Oh, we
Like,
gonna get
like 19?
run them.
Oh, got another one?
Yeah, straight up. That's hella funny,
Yo,
man.
wait a minute. Okay, we got some negativity. Dre, the kid, the Raider hater extraordinary.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, it's cool. Listen, look, I'm gonna read even the stuff that I don't agree with because that's what makes the show good. Y'all are all lying to yourself if you think any one of these QBs on this roster is capable of winning the title. Why not? Jimmy Garoppolo was one throw away from winning the title.
And not even that. He's been to some NFC championship games. He's been to a Super Bowl. Yeah. I mean, Dre the kid, if you want to be precise, we can say that this is the best quarterback we've had in 20 years, 20 plus years.
Woo, that is a scorching take. Yo, you know what you're about to do? Yo, listen. The fan, everything is on fire right now. This man just said that is the best QB we had in 20 years.
Hey, we're talking about what he's done in the league up to this point, and if he can stay healthy. And that's a major question mark. We're looking at what he has done, okay? He has helped his team get to a Super Bowl, one play away from with Emmanuel Sanders' overthrow, winning that championship, and being – come on, man. Let's stop with this shit. Hot sauce.
Yo, Silver Surfer, thank you for the $3 super sticker, man. It is greatly appreciated, man. Thank you, my brother. Lord Zemanus, what up, brothers? Let's slam the donkeys and Sean on their back like the jabronis they are. That's right, Lord Zemanus. Thank you. That's right. We are rock bottom them.
Facts.
Rock bottom. Hammer is in the place to be. The great and powerful Hammer, yo. Lord Zemanus, man.
Shout out to our brother, man.
Yo, shout out my man AP209. That's the best name on YouTube. Yo.
Orlando put a super in there, said the Raiders win the Super Bowl, I'm still in a police car.
Yo, come on, champ. Chill, champ. Don't do that, champ.
You won't even you got to be able to celebrate the W, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, chill, champ. That boy gonna get lost in Vegas for the rest of the year. A couple years doing that shit. Chill, bro. Don't do that.
Hey, you don't want to get locked up in the desert, man. I know in Arizona they put you in pink jumpsuits to give you green bologna sandwiches, bro. Be cool, be calm.
You sure the bologna's green?
All I can say, bro. I've been around the world a little bit, wasted. I've seen some things, man.
Oh my God, man. Yo, bro, real quick, man. What is your take on and this is not Raider stuff, but it is Raider related. What is your take on the line moving with the Kansas City game? You know, the line moved. You know, Travis Kelce's out.
Yeah.
Do you think Detroit may have a chance, man?
I thought Detroit had a chance with Travis Kelce. So, look, without him, oh yeah, the line definitely needs to move. Look, they're relying, and this is Kansas City. This is Andy Reid's offense. Don't get me wrong, nothing changes, but you're relying heavily on Tony, who's dealing with an injury. You're dealing with Sky Moore, a second-year guy that didn't really do too much in year one. You know what I mean? Like you're looking at some weapons out there that are unproven. You know what I mean? So without Travis Kelce, like, bro, like, and that Detroit, they rebuilt that defense this offseason, man. Keep an eye on Aiden Hutchinson on that defensive line tomorrow. He may have Patrick Mahomes running for his life.
Yeah, Aiden Hudson's a beast, bro, for Michigan. Yeah. Yo, my guy, Silverface, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the 20-piece, man. Shout out to you. Love you, Graf. Love you, Wasted. Keep up the great content. I don't want to be negative. I'm just asking if y'all saw the press conference with McDaniels and how much confidence y'all got in him leading this team. Bro, I have supreme confidence in him, bro. You know, I love the way he handled it. I said this earlier in the show. He handled that like Michael Corleone in The Godfather.
Yeah.
He settled all family business, and he didn't let anything out. He stomped out the negativity. It was a beautiful, beautiful display, man. He's been working with the hoodie. That's baby hoodie right there. Yeah. That is exactly what Bill Belichick does. And we see the results of handling your organization and keeping things in-house with the success they've had over there in New England.
I seen our team make the playoffs a few years back with the special teams coach. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a guy that has won some championships. Yes, it was offensive coordinator. But if you listen to all the superstars in the league, they speak highly of Josh McDaniels and that offensive mind of his. So look, was last year a shit show? Yes, it was. I agree. And it gave me it gave me no, like I was like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. This it can't be happening again. But I just like the way they handled this offseason. I like Ziegler a lot. Let me say this, you guys. I am not a major Josh McDaniels fan as a head coach. He has to show me something. But I like Ziegler. And I think he's spending a lot of time with his good friend, Josh McDaniels, trying to right this ship and doing it the right way. I'm hoping that this is the thing that, and we say this all the time, right? Ways that people tend to mistake us as Josh McDaniel D-riders and all this other stuff, right? We hear it all day long. This is not that. We're instilling our hope into, because we want to see our team be successful. That's it, man. Like, you know what I mean? And I think offensively, he can get it done. And I think we got a lot better on the defensive side of the ball. So, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm hoping that he can get it done.
Yeah, man. And bro, I have something else to say about that. Guys, like, what's the alternative, man? Like, what's the alternative? Who do y'all see coming in and coming through those doors and saving this organization? Like, how many times do you want to rinse and repeat the whole going and bringing the coach in? Then if you fire McDaniels, you don't get rid of Z, then he, that's not his guy and all. Like, bro, I just want consistency, bro. Can I just
ask you this real quick? Josh McDaniels gets fired tomorrow. Who's the new head coach?
Me? Are you asking me? Or are you asking them?
I'm asking you and the chat. Who's the new head coach?
Probably Patrick Graham. Because there's nobody that's out there that's available that's going to move the needle. You know what I'm saying? You can't go because you talking about
high stakes Ryan.
Nah. No way. No.
But I'm just saying, I'm not even saying in house. I'm just saying, like, Graham would probably be the guy.
He would have to be the guy. You can't go outside it. Maybe there's somebody that's on a scrap heap, and then it's like.
But look outside. Look outside. There's no one. There's no one right now.
There's no one now, and you can't go on somebody's staff and hire somebody this time to see. You can't. So it have to be somebody inside, yo. We got a legend in a place to be. The great and powerful Raider John is in a place, man. Raider John, shout out to you, man. Raiders, my dog, Raider John. Hammer's in a place to be. Yo, and you know what's funny, man? Now, there was a little situation where Hammer had 2 Instagrams. I was following him on his personal one. I didn't know that he had another Instagram. And he will never let me forget the fact that, I wasn't following his Instagram, right? You see who just became a new member? He is not getting rolled out and saying, oh, shout out. Look who's a new member today.
I keep forgetting. I got to go back over there and hit the join button on Hammers too. I
changed Raider Nation news today.
Yeah.
Likely story, Hammer.
Yeah.
Likely effing story, Hammer.
Hammer, you set yourself up, bro. If I were you, I would have waited till the live was over and did it.
Hammer, F you. You were about to be blocked from this channel. You should have been a member, Hammer.
That shit is hilarious.
Been a member, you will be unceremoniously blocked, Hammer. Take your pennies back.
Dion just started. Dion has coached 1 game in Colorado where they beat TCU, a team that was in the national championship. He is not going anywhere. He will be with the Buffaloes for the foreseeable future. Jim Harbaugh, didn't he just sign a new deal with Michigan? I know every year he's kind of like flirting with the NFL again. I don't think that that's a realistic option. We got to stop with those. So,
yo, I can't front. I like our chances of winning the division. KC is not at full force, and the Chargers can never stay healthy. Let's do this. One love, my dog, Kenny Raider, man. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you for 49 Super, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. And I have to say this. I don't agree with you at all, but I love Kenny.
No, not at all.
Optimism. I love it. This is KC's division until it's not.
Yeah, bro, listen, I'm not going to sit up here and lie to y'all. Look, when you got a generational talent at quarterback and one of the greatest head coaches of all time, that's a tall mountain to climb. Yeah. You guys don't understand how hard it is to beat an all-time great quarterback. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes is an all-time great. I'm not going to I can't stand him. I want him to get slammed on his face like a like a dog. I want somebody to come and sidewalk slam him or rock bottom him on his face.
Intel with the bang.
Oh my God.
Salute to our brother Intel as always.
Intel, you are Intel, bro. Far too kind.
Hey, Wasted. I have to say this live. You guys know how how disgusting I am, like how terrible I am. Shout out to my brother Intel. A few months ago, I was in Atlanta and I got this signed bottle from Woodson Whiskey, right? I finally got the box, finally got the cushion and stuff. His bottle is in here and it still has not went out yet. So I'm a terrible, terrible person. Intel, look right here, brother. You still have your signed Woodson Whiskey bottle right here by Seawood. I promise you it's going out. I got the box. You're lit, bro. Shout out to you for doing all the love that you show our channel, man. I'm a terrible, terrible individual.
Yo, Intel, man, I really appreciate you, bro. You are keeping the lights on that Raider Nation Unlimited, bro, in a big way, man. Thank you, man, for everything that you do for our channels. And you know what I mean? A lot of what you do for us goes back into the nation because we take this money and we invest this stuff back into, you know, us out here throwing events and stuff. I really, really appreciate you, bro. You're the engine that makes a lot of this go, man. I really, really appreciate you, man.
Definitely. Shout out to our brother Intel, man.
Yo, man. Yo, look at this. Raiders game, recognized game, right? Yo, this is what he said. He goes, wasted. What 3-letter department you work for? Yo, get the fuck out of here. Yo, get out of here, bro.
Oh, my God.
Yo, why's got to be all of that? Nah, it's definitely not that, bro. Yeah. Come on, stop it. Yo, my guy Raider Ryan, $2 Superman. Appreciate you, man. Let's get that 7th win in a row. Raiders! Shout out to Raider Ryan, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Shout out to our new member, too, Christopher Dixon over there. Pause.
Yo, Christopher Dixon has become a member of the Wasted Talent Army. It is the most splendiferous occasion at Raider Nation Unlimited, man. Yo, Intel is a real one, though, y'all.
Facts. Hey, Intel, we appreciate you, too, bro. Real talk, man. We know.
I respect the fact that y'all keep it real, loyal to the soul, man. Yo, like that's love, man. Thank you for everything you do, man. Appreciate you, dog.
Yeah. Salute,
yo, wait. We on that mountain now, Wasted. I said weeks ago, I'm on the hook for we taking the division back with our chest out. Oh, come on, yo. Y'all are trying to make us go out here and jump out. Look, man, I'm not doing that, bro. We got to put the work in. Now, if we get to the middle of the season and it looks promising, then I'll jump out the window.
Real quick, too, you guys. Yeah, please, man. Real quick. Hammer will be live in about 9 minutes, too, you guys. So make sure you go over to Hammer's channel right after this. Go support the live. He will be over there doing this thing, too. It is a Shieldmore takeover today. I think Big Mike's going to be live a little bit later as well. We are lit in these YouTube streets. Definitely going to be active all day, every day. So go over to Hammer's channel after this and go support our bro.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Appreciate you, man. Yo, Hammer is going live.
Facts.
Hammer is going live. Yo, so guys, listen, man. I think we beat this show into the ground. This was the most splendiferous occasion, man. Wait a minute, yo. He goes. What 3-letter organization you from? FBI, CIA, CIA, or DEA, STD?
Oh my God.
Yo, bro, you nosy as a motherfucker. No. None of those. Definitely not, man. Get the F out of here, man.
No, hilarious.
Yo, hey, yo, Silverface said, hey, yo, don't call me, don't Carl Lover Graph. Yo, Silver.
Nah, hey, I got you, Silver. Never again, King. Never again.
Yo.
Hey, real quick, Wasted. Love you, bro.
Love you too, bro.
Our food just got here. I'm gonna go sit down with my family and eat at the dinner table.
Bro. And it's 7:30. I'm getting off. My wife just texted me. It's time to go munge. Yo,
bong.
Yo, bro, it's hilarious. Yo, bro said STD, man. Get the F out of here. Yo, that joke is crazy. Hey, Silverface, yo, all the questions you asking me, bro. I don't know where the hell you must be from the PIG. I don't know what's up, bro. Why can't you just you gotta know every look? He like, yo, what's your blood type? Yo, hey man, what's your favorite color, man? Like, man, just shut your ass up and listen to us talk about the Raiders, man.
Hey, you ain't a real Raider fan if you wasn't born in the month of November.
Yeah, man, it's so tweaking, bro. Bro, tweaking, man. Yo, shout out to y'all. Wait, Vegas Raiders, yo. Oh yeah, you tweaking, yo. Like and subscribe, y'all. I'm out of here. Graf, thank you, man. Love all of y'all. Hammer is going next, yo. Go over there to Hammer's channel. You know what I mean? Or don't, because I say F Hammer because he just joined the channel, yo. Y'all have a great night, man. We are out of here like yesterday, man. Peace, man. Oh, yo, remember something, y'all. I forgot.
Yesterday's price
is not today's price.
You know what? It never gets old. Y'all have a good day. Peace.